Jane, welcome back. What have you been up to since we last saw
it's
you?
nice to be back on the panel. Yes, I've been putting my Christmas decorations up with my boyfriend.
Oh.
Yeah. My wife has taken the weekend off. I took the weekend off, and we just were very domestic.
Oh.
And
did you have a little snog
no,
under the mistletoe?
We didn't need mistletoe, darling. every room we put something up in.
Did you? What did Jean think to that in the bungalow?
That came out a bit wrong. I mean, every room we put something up in, we had a little kiss in.
Yeah, that's lovely.
You dirty lot. But it's been lovely, but I think it could be grounds. It could be grounds for me getting a sack. No, it could be grounds for divorce, putting Christmas decorations up. And we're not even married yet, because he did all the outside and put all the icicles. You can see our house now from space.
Is it like one of those houses where people come and pay to sort of see it for charity?
That's it. You'll see it in Wakefield. You can't. It's just lit up everywhere now. And I'd done the tree and everything inside, and I got outside and I said, "Oh, it's lovely that." Oh, I said, "No, we've run out of lights at this bit." So I says, "Can you just move them all a foot?" And it's a big bit, you know. So, and he just looked at me and said, "It would be easier to move the house."
Did he do it?
He did it, yeah. I know, and he's loved it, and now it's perfect. And even he said, "You see, that would have annoyed us all Christmas if I hadn't moved that." So.
Oh, well, listen, we've got an early Christmas present for you.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we have. It's been sent in for us. This is called the tea tool. I'm going to hand it over to you with instructions.
It's a tea towel, isn't it? It's in Geordie's tea
tool. No more mess. No more mess, scalded fingers or soggy tea bags. What you need to do is open the tea tool and put the tea bag in. I've done that for you.
Right, so I'm
place
putting
it in a cup
summer.
of boiling water.
Yeah.
Agitate the tea tool.
I'm agitating.
Go on, Denzi, you agitate it.
I'm agitating.
Go on.
Look.
You've squeeze the tea bag by pressing, I think.
I see, yeah.
Yes.
What's that?
And then you pull the claw to dispose of the squeezed tea bag.
Oh, yeah! Oh, hey!
At the risk of never being sent one, what's wrong with the spoon? Doesn't that do that just the job? Just as quick.
Yeah, that's a good little thing, because you don't have to burn your fingers then, do you, when you're going like that?
What makes me laugh about you,
Just do it on the side
you've
of the
already got a tea tool. She's called Jean.
That's true.
Your mother.
Your mother.
My mother makes a grandpapa.
Right, now, a recent study by the State University of New York, published in Psychology's magazine, says that the time of the month can affect how attractive a lady's voice sounds to others. Apparently, we sound more attractive when we're most fertile.
Ooh,
but do we like the sound of our own voices?
Oh, yes, darling.
Do you?
No, I can't bear the sound. Of my own voice.
Yeah.
Jackie Brambles.
It's a very peculiar mix of accents you've got going on there.
Because I've got a hint of Irish when I say R.
Yeah.
But I've got Lancashire as well, because that's where I grew up. But I just hate it. And when I was in the group with my sisters, because I used to be in a group, used to sing. Massive in Japan. Yes, those were the days. But when I was in the group, I never spoke a word in every interview we did. And when we came off, the girls would go, "You're going to have to speak." And I was always that quiet, really stupid one at the end that just went... and now they can't believe that I'm doing a show like this where I never shut up. But I still can't bear the sound of my own voice. I hate it.
Really?
Yes.
What is it about it?
Shut up.
What is it about your voice that you don't like?
No, you don't. You just don't. When you hear yourself back, that isn't the way you imagine you sound. You know what I mean? So when you hear it back, I hate the tone of it, and I don't know. I just hate it. I said it.
I don't. What about you? Because you are a woman of many voices.
Oh, tell me about it.
How many accents do we think we've got?
You've got at least 3 accents. You've got a northern one, you've got a very broad Geordie one, and then you've got an awfully posh, pronounced one.
Pronounced. No, I do. I'm not bothered about the tone of it. I'm just sort of stuck with that. But I do get embarrassed that my accent changes, whoever I'm talking to.
Yes.
And I'm a little bit northern now because I'm talking to you. Then I'll go a little bit Irish when I'm talking to you like that. Turn away. And then when I go up home, I do lapse back into my
real
Geordie.
Geordie.
But Tim, my husband Tim, who I'm sure you've heard me talk of before, his accent never ever changes. And he did a series in Australia a few years ago. And he said, "Oh, I'll ask him over to Australia." And he said, after 3 days, she picked up the phone, she goes, "Hello?" After 3 days.
And I don't
really
know.
annoying.
And funnily enough, although I try to pretend that it doesn't happen, you point it out to me on a daily basis,
Yes.
so I know it probably does. But then recently, they're rerunning Soldier Soldiers, series that I did years ago on some late-night satellite channel. And I watched it, and I was doing a scene with Angela Clark, who's Margie Clark's sister. I'm talking like that. Everything I'm saying, I'm talking like that. Then I go to someone who's from Cornwall, and I sound like one of the Wurzels in the next scene. And I just do, and I'm aware of it. We had a guest on the other day, the girl from EastEnders, and I could hear myself about to say that sort of, you know, we come in range your ass.
I relate to that a little bit because I'm sort of, my accent's totally messed up. I've got a dad from Lancashire, a mum from Poole, a load of relatives who are all Cockneys, brought up in Scotland, spent most of my adult life in America. I'm just a mess.
Yeah.
I am
Anyway,
just
moving on.
My husband picks me up. He doesn't annoy him, but he does pick me up that I do sometimes still do American pronunciations of words.
Or inflection of
Or
going up.
inflections. He says I've got a bit of a twang.
yeah.
Bit of a twang.
What do you say?
I was reading Stanley, a little children's book the other day, and it was about a dog in a vegetable patch, and I was saying strawberries.
Oh, strawberries.
My husband said it's strawberries.
He's right.
Yeah.
I was saying strawberries. Strawberries.
Pumpkin.
You see, I quite like mine. Call me old-fashioned. You know, I've grown into it, I think. You know, because when I first heard myself on the cruise all them years ago, I was like, from behind the sofa thinking, oh, is that common
But you
woman?
can adapt your accent.
Yeah, you've kind of got
you
Welch,
what,
Jane.
posh
Yeah.
accent.
I'll tell you when you did posh. Before Ed, obviously before Ed.
Yeah.
When we would go out and you were on the pull,
Yeah.
as soon as that person that you were trying to pull sat down, went into your sort of celebrity voice.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. And
Yes.
celebrity walk and celebrity voice.
Hello, darling.
Yeah, hello, darling.
Yes, I
Hello,
did.
Jane McDonald.
Yes, you see, then it was, yes, I'd love a glass of champagne.
Yes, but after 3 wines, it was like, you know, whatever you've got, I'll have another glass.
I know, yeah. Now it's, I'll have a cup of tea, I'm all right. Yeah.